Hi, my name is Mindy Ramsey, and I want to talk about WOWMD Night Calm. So, what I did was I started trying this because I personally need help with my sleep. I'm not sure about you, but as a very active person, I do a lot of weight training, ride a lot of Peloton, I do a lot of stuff throughout the day. I'm very active. So, I have a little bit of trouble with anxiety and racing thoughts before sleep. And so I'm always looking for things that will actually help me improve that. So with this supplement, basically it's just 2 capsules. So like, let me show you what they look like. Yeah, it's like 2 small capsules. It's really easy to take before bed. So what I like to do is I do my wind down routine. Sometimes I like to meditate before I start winding down for the evening. And then what I'll do is about 30 minutes, 45 minutes before I want to start falling asleep, I will take the supplement. The nice thing about it is if you are used to taking melatonin or something along those lines, it has melatonin in it already, so you don't need to take melatonin. There's 10 milligrams of melatonin in here, which I find helps me kind of calm down and just kind of ease into sleep. There's also like 5-HTP, there's L-tryptophan, make sure I'm getting all of it, L-taurine, and there's some like chamomile too, like if you like chamomile tea, lemon balm, just some like calming, soothing herbs, along with L-theanine, which I really like especially if I feel jittery. Ashwagandha and 5-HTP, those are some of my favorites. 5-HTP I feel like gives me very vivid dreams. So you may notice like a little bit more of the intensity of the dreams, not necessarily in a bad way, but just like, wow, I was dreaming and remembering the dreams afterwards. So I don't take it if I'm taking melatonin, I take that separate, and I just take this on its own because you don't need to take the melatonin. Save a little bit in your supplement regimen. What I like also is I enjoy taking supplements versus, something that is a prescription, a little bit more natural, organic by nature. So this seems to fit my lifestyle a little bit better. It doesn't taste weird or anything because everything's like in the capsule. So as long as you're comfortable swallowing capsules, you'll be fine. I felt like I noticed improvements and I noticed the effects right away. I didn't feel like it was like, oh, I took this and 2 weeks later I noticed something. It's like immediately the morning after, like I noticed my recovery. So I use like a Whoop. If any of you are familiar with Whoop and just tracking your recovery scores, what I noticed immediately was like, whoa, I had a lot of trouble recovering. They have like red, yellow, green. So red is, you are not recovering well. Yellow means you are, somewhat recovered. And then green is awesome. So I went from yellows, like a lot of yellows, to the first time I took it to going back into the green, which is really good. I'm like, oh, great. I got great sleep. And just also looking at the amount of sleep time I got, a little less restless, a little bit more REM for sure. Definitely more in the deep sleep, which is what you want. So that's my experience. Not saying this, speaking for anyone else, but my experience, I'm like, oh, this is really, really good. So I definitely feel like it's beneficial and something that I want to continue using to improve my sleep because we're all after good sleep. So yeah, give it a try. Give it a try. I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you feel about it too.